of 2017. Okay, everyone can have the seat. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests that came out to help us celebrate. I'm going to start off with the Mayor of Hempstead, Don Ryan. Our Speaker, Judge Prager. Supervising Judge, Judge Quinn. Judge Mascarello, Judge Noble, Judge Holhauser, Judge Rosa, Judge Paradiso. I'd also like to acknowledge the president of the Women's Missionary Society, who's been very helpful to us, Mary Davis. And the head of the Key Women, Deborah Santiago. They've also been very helpful to the work program and to the ladies. Of course, Reverend Davis, my pastor, Reverend Davis. At this time, I'd like to call Reverend Davis up to do the invocation.
Let us say praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
And let us bow together. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come.
We're all in trouble. Yeah. So I feel very deeply and very strongly that we have to do everything we can. And sometimes women have the title of victim or survivor, and sometimes they have the title of defendant. But we don't let that cloud our perception of what the future can hold for everyone in Nassau County. That's why we take a chance on a program like this. And you know, for us, it's all about accountability, right? Like, I have to make sure that where we put our faith is somewhere that can deliver. Because at the end of the day, I'm accountable. At the end of the day, if something goes wrong, public safety rests on my shoulders. So I know that I have to put my faith in a program, and there's nobody that I would rather put my faith into than Miss Gaines. She makes it easy for me to believe in the program and all the women, because I know that she is there every day. I know that she's a tough taskmaster. I know it's a vigorous program, but I know there's no one who's a bigger cheerleader than Ms. Gaines. She is rooting for all of you, as we all are, to succeed. Every day, if you hit a bump, she's there to make sure you get over it. So I can't thank Ms. Gaines enough for everything that she does, and for making my job easier, knowing, and I'm sure all the judges in the room feel the same way. It's hard for us to keep on top of every single case, every single defendant, every single program. But when we have someone like Ms. Gaines at the helm, it really just makes all of our jobs so much easier. So thank you for the work that you do, and it's my privilege to continue helping as much as I can, Ms. Gaines. And now for all of you graduates, I mean, really a remarkable, remarkable achievement. You've gotten the tools that you need. You've gotten the faith of a community, of your families, more importantly, you've gained the confidence in yourselves, that you know there is a better way. You know that you have value, that you have something to contribute, not just to your family, but to all of us. We are all so proud of you, because I know it's not an easy thing to do. I know you all struggle. You have your families. You have to get over your past and look to the future, and we're all here to help you. I hope that all the tools that you've learned over these last few months, all the support that you've received, all the confidence that we have in you, I hope you internalize that and move forward. And really, this is bigger than just a degree. It's bigger than just getting through a program. Today is the beginning of the rest of your lives.
Yeah.
Today is where you make the decision that you will be more. You will not be defined by your past, but you will move into the future confident. We're all here to support you. I congratulate you really from the bottom of my heart. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you all again. Not in the courtrooms, but come and visit me and tell me what you're doing, because I care about you, I care about your families. I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations.
We're going to switch the program around a little and call up our alumni speaker, Kim Harris, because
I get misty every time. Every time. I actually don't have to go back to work. I made arrangements to be off this afternoon because I didn't want to have to come in and rush out. Thank you, Mrs. Haynes, for giving me the opportunity to share with the graduates. Congratulations. With the county officials and your time and your investment. And the family and friends of the supporters and Ms. Gaines. We're trying to do this. So I am a graduate of the Worc program from the year 2001. I came to the Worc program very reluctant. At the time I was still incarcerated. I struggled with substance abuse and a couple of other felonious crimes that I had committed. And somebody gave me the number to the Worc program and they said call, and I did. And they said, oh, it's a 9-month program. I said, 9 months? I only have 60 days left. I'm not doing that. So I didn't bother. I got released January 21st of the year 2000, and I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm a mother of 3, estranged from my children at that time, just beginning the process of recovery, and I really didn't have any life or social skills at that point. When I did go to school in my younger years, I was a pretty bright student and I did excel in school, but the substance abuse got in the way and everything got clouded. So I didn't know what to do. So I decided to call the Worc program back, and I asked Ms. Gaines, could I come? And she said, sure. She invited me and welcomed me with open arms. And even at that point, I still struggled with the determination and the commitment. So I commend you ladies that it takes to really stay focused to the program. I remember meeting with her one day and she said, I struggled, I was picking out all of the loopholes that I could find. Oh, you don't have this, oh, you don't do that. Like, I have a whole lot of skills going on myself. And I remember, I had never met Ms. Gaines. I had only spoken with her over the phone. And I met with her, she said, come in one morning, and I met with her that morning. And to see a woman that struggles with the challenges that she deals with in just her personal day-to-day life, right?
Yeah.
Really took me aback to say, what do you have to complain about, number one?
That's right.
Number 2, that she affords a place for me to gain life and social skills that I can move forward in my life. How dare you? So I kind of recommitted myself to the program at that time. Just as they mentioned before, every step of the way that you need, not only Ms. Gaines, but the staff that she has incorporated over the years through the Worc program, they are all committed and dedicated to helping you pursue whatever goals you have. At that time, I was in a domestic situation with my children's father. It was funny because I was just going through some stuff in my storage and I found my graduation picture. I found my graduation program. And at that time, the man that did abuse me, he stood by me in my graduation along with my mother. who at this time are no longer here with me. But they had an opportunity to see me make some major drastic changes in my life and begin to excel and move forward. So for that, I'm forever grateful. So a little bit more about the Worc program that I really feel is key and important to the success of you ladies here today. You know, when I was in the Worc program, it was under a different agency. Ms. Gaines was the director of the program, but affiliated with another agency. And, you know, with funding cuts and budgets restraints and things of that nature, the Worc program, as I attended, had to be closed down. Again, the relationship that I have with Ms. Gaines, she has afforded me to attend other events outside of the Worc program with her, different foundations and organizations, and we were associated with one, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation. And we would go to the alumni events, and you know, Ms. Gaines was thinking at that time, what was she gonna do, what was she gonna do? And some people suggested to her, why don't you do it yourself?
Take your time.
Yes, take your time.
Because I can remember sitting at that round table, her, myself, and another colleague of that foundation, just having conversation, just networking. And Ms. Gaines did just that. She came home. So when I tell you the gratitude that you ladies should have, that this program, she invested her time, her personal finances, her dedication to ensure that this program was revived so you ladies have an opportunity to participate.
Yeah.
So I watched her do it. You know, we spoke at various seminars, networking, outreaching to people for help. And from that day to this day forward, anything that she ever asked of me to do, it's done. It's done. So how did the Worc program assist me? I remember being on social services and needing a WEP assignment. And at that time, I had to do an outpatient program. I was trying to get the kids back. I was trying to do the job searches. So Ms. Gaines said, well, I'll tell you what, you can WEP right here. So she afforded me the opportunity to complete my WEP assignment as a receptionist at her program. I got my GED attending the program. Mr. Morey, I fussed with her. I don't understand that man. What is it with those stories he tells? What does that have to do with GED education? I'm gonna tell you, when I sat and took my GED, all of the academic stuff was there in black and white, but it was his stories that helped me complete my GED. Dedicated people like Ms. Kavanaugh that helped with the grammar and things of that nature. Ms. Gorey with the computer program. So needless to say, not only am I a graduate of the Worc program, through that Worc program I had an opportunity to an internship with EAC to be one of their first paid interns through Ms. Gaines' program. And I interned as a receptionist. And from that point, I applied for a job and I became employed by the agency. And from that point, I've since been an administrative assistant, case coordinator, court liaison. I'm still with EAC as to this day. I've had the opportunity to sit and meet and work with various people that are here today through working with the program that I represent, which is the Stop Infant Anger Management Program. I try to give back to, we've been trying to coordinate bringing the anger management program in some shape, form, and fashion to the ladies. My schedule's pretty grueling, so it hasn't been consistent, but I keep hope alive that we will be able to. And anything that I can do to assist, I'm here to do. I've gone back to school. I have certain certifications. I'm still pursuing higher education myself at this time. I have my children back in my life. I'm a mother of 3. And these are all of the monumental things that have taken place in my life. I remember because I was estranged from my family, I owed a lot of child support. And through consistency and work and becoming employed, I was able to pay off my child support debt so I could obtain a passport. And at that time, my first grandchild lived in Canada, so I couldn't even see my first grandchild at the time. Since then, I've obtained a passport. I travel internationally. Everything. The social acceptable things are wonderful. Having a career and education, all those things are valid. But one of the greatest gifts I have is to be a visible and available member of my family today. A visible and available member of my community today. I'm no longer taking from my community by committing the crimes that I committed, by not being supportive of family members and issues in my community. I'm able to give back. I went to back to school for my grandson the other day. My heart just opened up. He called me Mama. Mama, look what I got. And he showed me a little star in his hand for his achievement of being on time and being prepared. And I was able to be a part of that. I mean, that might not be big to somebody else, but that's major to me.
Yes.
That's major to me. I'm gonna say a few words more and sit down. I got misty coming in because I remember hearing the graduation walk. We changed the gown color. I thought I was gonna be blue appropriate today. So she went and switched up and changed it to black. But to you ladies, I encourage you to stay committed. Not just now that you've graduated the Worc program. Stay committed to any dreams, any goals, any aspirations that you desire and have. They are attainable. As long as you have supportive officials, community members, family members, the main commitment must come from you. I had some people that prayed over me. They lit candles. They did a whole host of things. They did. But it wasn't until that I got on board with the success in the future for my life that things really started to take hold. So, again, I thank you, Ms. Gaines, for the opportunity. This community and other communities need programs like this that Ms. Gaines has, so I have future aspirations that this thing will expand and further and continue to grow. So thank you for your time and attention today.
Thank you, Kim. Kim was talking about the retreats that we have with the Robert Foundation, Robert Johnson Foundation. In 1997, I was chosen to be Robert Wood Johnson Community Health Leader. Got a 630, the Big 10, and I was blessed to be one.
Amen.
Okay, we have our graduate speaker now. I'd like to introduce Latasha Fields.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Foremost, first, I thank God.
Yes.
For standing here. Ms. Gaines, thank you. And I have to thank you, Ms. Vega. Thank you so much. Came into Ms. Gaines November 7th, 2016. Broken. 4 kids. That was under the age of 3. My 2 toddlers are sitting here with me. Well, my 2 twins are sitting here with me today. Forced to care. It was a lot. It was a lot. And I could say, I could stand here and say, I succeeded. A lot of people prayed on my downfall. I can say this. I got a 4 and I got a 5-year-old and I got 16-year-old twins. Okay, haven't been returned yet, but they will be returned in October. Ms. Prager, I can say this to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because I was looking at 3 years probation. But you gave me that chance. You said, no, you did right. I'm going to allot you your chance. Miss Joyce. Oh my God, Miss Joyce. You stood in the gap. And if it wasn't for the work program, I wouldn't be standing here to say, I had my chance and I'm grateful. And I thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. Natasha said Judge Prager came off the bench to speak to her directly when she released her to the program. It was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, it was 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock at night. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. 7 o'clock at night, okay. Go right, the next graduate that we have to speak is Keisha Cunningham.
Hello, everyone. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. I am truly thankful for the work program. When I first got a chance to walk into the doors with Miss Gaines, got a chance to meet her, I wasn't expecting to see or know what was going on. But as each day went by, I grew to open my eyes, you know. I've been a resident here in Hempstead over 9 years now, and I never knew that the work program was there. And once this year, this opportunity that I was given to come into these doors, I was able to see myself for who I am, to see my worth. They gave me hope and inspiration. They gave me gifts that, you know, I just didn't even deserve at the time. Well, I felt like I didn't deserve it at that time. But today, you know, I'm so thankful. It's like being a butterfly. And that's our symbol, the butterfly. And you know, the butterfly only has a short span of lifetime. And it has its struggles. And they go through change. But then once they bloom, form into the full butterfly, you know, it has its own unique beauty. And everywhere it lands, it touches. And it just adorns each space it touches. And that's how I feel about the work program. You know, every time I see a new client come in, I just get hopeful and happy because I know they're gonna receive something. Their eyes are gonna be open, and they're gonna have a chance. They have the chance to do something with themselves. You know, I'm thankful. I'm a mother of 5, and I'm still going through my struggle. But in my time, it's worth it, because I know in the end, with God's great design for my life, I know it's all worth living.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So, I want to congratulate my peers. You know, they became very close to me. You know, I didn't have a support system. But here in the work program, I've developed one. you know. I love all of them. I love them, you know. We support each other with love, you know, because that's what it takes. It takes love. You know, God is love. He's a giving God, and He's a loving God. And so for all of us to be able to see that, have our eyes open up to that, I think that's where we're going to find the most greatest gifts. So I would like to say thank you to everyone who's been. Congratulations.
We have one more graduate who would like to say a few words to you. Nefertiti Barnett.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I did not plan to come and talk today. And I'm sick of the work program saying. I was incarcerated for 6 years and 10 months. I came home in January 2016. I never lived in Long Island a day in my life. No sense of direction. Didn't know what I was doing. All I knew, I had to go to parole into a drug program. No support system. You go to parole, they say you go to a drug program. That's all you know. 5 months later, I was rearrested. I sat in Nassau County Jail and cried my life away. Because I never thought I would have the handcuffs back on me after all the years. A young lady came to me and gave me Miss Gaines' number. Let me say, them 5 years, them 5 months in Nassau County was worse than my 6 years and 10 months. I was actually having thoughts of committing suicide. Because them 6 years, I had it all planned out. You could say I was the idle inmate. I received my electrician while I was upstate. I had to do my high school all over again because they couldn't find my results. I mowed my life away. I was involved in everything. I just knew I was coming home and I was gonna have it together. I called Ms. Gaines. I said I didn't know what to do. Can you please help me? And she said, I'll help you. But you know you got a hold on parole. I said, all right. And every day I would call her. Ms. Gaines, you got me? She said, I got you. I would call every day, knowing I still had 90 days to do on parole. When I came out, well, let me say this. Ms. Prager gave me the opportunity to do the program. But then I had a hold for Connecticut, the old warrant. I called her, Ms. Gaines, I don't know what to do. She said, don't worry about it. You come to the program. I came to the program and I can say one thing for sure. I never felt much better. I feel like I actually came out and actually succeeded this time, more than the first time. And I want to thank you, Ms. Gaines, even though I pushed you to push me. But I have got my OSHA, I have got computer skills, I got my flaggers. I'm about to start with as a journey electrician as of October. All right. told her, I said, you know what? I have to take off of work today. I'll work tomorrow. So Ms. Gaines, if it wasn't for you, I literally can say you saved my life. And I want to thank you for that. And I wish that a lot of women upstate prison of New York can actually hear about this program. Because when you're up there, they talk about the 5 boroughs. They don't really talk about Long Island or the programs or any help you can get out here. So one day maybe I can go with you to speak to these women, because this is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Nefertiti. Just a little bit about what Nefertiti was saying. When she called the office, she said the first time she got out, she had no support. There was nobody there for her. And that's why she went back. And that kind of touched me, because it's like somebody should have been there. So this time, we did advocate for her. Like she said, Judge Prager released her to the program. And then we sent reports upstate to Connecticut. And they released her, they let her go off that. And so she did a lot, but Nefertiti is very, very persistent. Every time I looked up, she was there. She was at my door. I said, Nefertiti, don't bother me today. Miss Gaines, I need this. Nefertiti, please, I can take this. And Miss Gaines. Every day, Nefertiti. Every single day. But I love her. Amen. She wanted non-traditional employment for women. She wanted to work in construction, and she did. She was very persistent with that also. She went to school, she got her OSHA. She drove the people at CODA crazy. Where's my OSHA certificate? Where's my OSHA? She got it through the CODA program, through the DA. And she was so persistent, and she did it. And so, thank you, Nefertiti. Amen. All of the women sitting up there, they just have their unique characteristics and their unique strength. I know the program is going really long, so at this time we're going to do the presentation of the certificate, but I'd like to acknowledge Councilwoman Dorothy Boothby. Judge Quinn and Mayor Ryan, could you come up and hand out the certificates for us? For the ladies, the certificates of completions.
Gaines knows I don't need a mic. Jasmine Hilton. Essence Smith. Renee Jackson. Tamika Banks. Keisha Cunningham. Mr. Tanya Espinal.
All right.
Janelle Jessup. Mary Howard. Ivana Moon. Monique Brown. Shaniqua Marine.
There you go, baby.
Aaliyah Khalid. All right, I'm sorry if I'm...
Tyra Rose.
Nefertiti Garnett.
Go Queen.
Take care of my electrical problems. Latoya Fields. Charmaine Grant. Charmaine. Rhonda Wright.
Thank you, Ms. Gaines. Thank you, Judge Franco.
Apologize again. You meet Gift Pearson? He's not here. That's what I have. Thank you.
I just want to thank Carl Dehaney for coming out today. Thank you, Carl. Councilwoman Boothby would like to make a few remarks, and then we'll close.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sweetheart. Good afternoon, everyone. This is a wonderful, wonderful occasion, and my friend, Miss Gaines, has outdone herself again. Hasn't she? She has been doing this for a long time. I remember her first start from 50 Clinton, someplace else, and then here. And she constantly works so hard. She has her heart in it, and it just goes to show you what God can do. He made her just for what she does. And she does it with all of her heart. And ladies and others who have really come out of this program and done so well, God has blessed you. So there's absolutely no way you can go back. I'm telling you, you cannot go back. You must continue. Okay, you have a start. And as you said, I don't like for her to have to beg for money to run this program either. So the ones of you who are here who can make sure that she gets the money, make sure that she gets it. Especially that money that comes in from those bad people, comes to her. She needs it, okay? Because the money goes to the right people, to the right program. It's so much cheaper to give it to her so she can help them than it is to pay for them to stay in prison. And look at all the people that we have that can be saved and can be great, help so much for others because they can lead the others since they've been there. So God put you here for a reason, and I'm telling you, if I saw any one of you trying to go back, you know what I will say and do. Okay? Now, I have some tickets for each of you, so before you leave, you're going to get them. We have a photographer. He's going to come up later after this. I don't want to hold everybody else, but it's important. It is important because, all of us standing here today, but by the grace of God, we are here to be able to spur you on. Okay? So, Ms. Gaines, you know how much I love you. We've been together for a long, long time. And you're going to continue to do what you're doing because that's your destiny. Okay? God bless you.
Okay, I could not do this by myself, so I really would like the work staff to please come up quickly because I know the judges have to get back to bench. Please, work staff and volunteers, come up real quick.
Let me move along. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, Miss Joyce. Come on up there, Miss Joyce.
These are the people who keep it going, and one way or another. Everyone donates their time, and they come to the program to help the women, and I just want to say thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. To do the closing remarks. Okay, for our closing remarks, we have the president of our board of directors. She's not just the president. She works with us constantly. She's at the programs. She's a retired teacher, and she helps the ladies with their tutoring. She helps in any way that she can. Yesterday we had her on Staples making the programs and the newsletters. Thank you so much, Karen. I'd like to introduce Karen Patron.
Okay, Diane told me to keep it quick because the judges have to go back to work. I met Diane 5 years ago or 6 years ago, I can't remember. And within 15 minutes, I had fallen deeply in love with her. And then I met the Worc program. So initially we were over on Fulton. So the first time I show up, somehow I hear some conversation and I go, wait a minute. You're 5 months behind in the rent? Because I don't live that way. And I was like, oh dear. But she said, don't worry, everything will be okay. And we're still here. We're actually back in Fulton. They took us again. So that is one of the little bits of magic about Diane. Everything you've heard say is just a touching of what she is. If any of you haven't actually met her or been over at the Worc, come and see. It'll take courage because it's hard to leave once you get there. But she's absolutely wonderful. I love all of you women. Just quickly, I've been there when they come in and they're angry and frustrated and unhappy and giving us dirty looks. Who's that white woman telling me what to do? And 6 months later, like a butterfly, these beautiful smiles. For our darling Miss Gaines, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the museum for allowing us to have it here. This is just such a wonderful day in the beginning. You're right, this is the beginning of your life.
I'm sorry. Just a special thank you to Ms. Pierce for letting us use the museum today. Thank you so very much. Okay, now, we have some refreshments. Please allow the judges to